Season 23 has brought us 44 new and reprised weapons, and some of them are obviously going to be very, very enticing. In today's video, we're going to break down easily one of the best ones. This is called the Crux Termination 4, and this rocket is a game changer for PvE. We're going to go ahead and break down the exact god roll that you're going to want to chase for. It is an open world drop, so you'll get it as you're roaming around, obviously in the open world randomly, and it's got some crazy perks. We're going to start with the left-hand column because we've got Clown Cartridge, which has historically been a very good perk for rockets overall. Then we also have this new perk, which is Permeability. Using your class ability changes this weapon's damage type to match your subclass until you stow the weapon. That seems pretty interesting. I mean, you could obviously change it. Currently, it's an arc rocket, so it's going to compete against other rockets like Hothead. But with this, you could make it, I guess, a strand rocket. You could make it so many different things. If you wanted to, make it whatever damage type you like. And while I do think that is a unique perk to this, I don't think that's necessarily going to be the most powerful. The next one is Slide Shot. This is the first ever rocket launcher that has gotten Slide Shot, which is going to make this very funny to use. Obviously, you're going to probably blow yourself up when using it, but if you actually utilize this right, you should be able to do really, really insane damage. So Slide Shot might be part of the god roll that you want to have with this weapon. And then we have Envious Assassin, which is obviously getting a bunch of kills with another weapon. You know, you're running around with the SMG, hand cannon, whatever it may be. You're clearing ads, and then you swap over to your rocket, and with Envious Assassin, you're going to have just an absolutely massive magazine. I believe for rocket launchers, it goes up to a maximum of 3. So this will be easily one of the better rolls to have on this weapon, along with also having Reconstruction. If it didn't have already just an absolutely stacked left-hand column alone, Reconstruction is there as well, which is always a nice perk option for rocket launchers. And then lastly, it has Eddy Current, which is temporarily increases reload speed after sprinting. This effect is improved when you are amplified. Now, this is going to be the weakest perk in the left-hand column, in my opinion. If I had to choose exactly what roll I'd go for, I'd probably go for Slide Shot because it would just be funny, but definitely Envious Assassin will be really, really good for optimal DPS phases. You can get 3 in the magazine. It's always really nice. But maybe Reconstruction. I mean, Reconstruction just loads it for you. This is something I'd probably use in like Grandmasters. And honestly, I wouldn't be too heartbroken if it had Clown Cartridge though, because this is definitely going to be a really good rocket because you can pair some really good damage perks with this. We've got Bipod here, which is still not the best option in the right-hand column. We do have Explosive Light. This is always a really good, always really solid option. The best damage perk, I think, for this rocket, especially in PvE. Pick up 6 orbs of light, and then you'll be able to do significantly more damage with each shot. I think that's going to be the go-to option. But if you wanted to get really crazy, I guess technically Surrounded is there. Although I would say that if you are surrounded by enemies using a rocket, you're probably going to blow yourself up. So if you can find the right scenario, it's obviously a big damage boost. It's a bigger damage boost than Explosive Light, but I doubt that you're really going to find those opportunities too often. But maybe, you know, maybe you'll find that. And then we have Demolitionist, which can be good if you're obviously using like grenade spam builds, but this perk has gotten significantly power crept with all of the changes to various different grenade builds in Destiny 2. So I think the demo is going to be a bad option there. And then you have Tracking, which we're definitely not going to use Tracking over Explosive Light, and also Quick Draw, which we're 100% not going to use over Explosive Light. So there you have it. Those are the left-hand column perks and the right-hand column perks. Its origin trait is final blows with this weapon have a chance to create experimental submunitions at the target's location. That's the type that creates the little orbs that explode. Is actually pretty good. That's pretty cool. And then we'll want Impact Casing for the magazine here, Quick Launch for the barrel, and then a Handling Masterwork will definitely round out this god roll. Best of luck to you out there grinding for it this season. This is definitely a must-have weapon, a meta-defining weapon in Destiny 2. And that's a wrap on this one. Click on the screen here to watch another video from the channel. Smash the like button. See you in the next one. Later. And if you're feeling thirsty out there, make sure to use code LUCKY10P to save some money on G Fuel. Also, make sure you're following me on Twitch and Kick. I go live all the time playing Destiny 2. Lastly, make sure you're following me on X, Instagram, and TikTok, where I deliver Destiny 2 news to you daily. I appreciate all the followers out there.